This is the house where I stayed in last night. So let's get in the JIMNY and go on a little adventure. And I'm really curious how tense the border is, or maybe it's super calm and there's like nothing to see. So we are here in the top of Norway. We are now at Kirkenes. We came from the North Cape, and there's a road here that must be very beautiful, so we're gonna explore it. And this line is the border with Russia. So we're gonna drive this road and explore it here, and here the road is directly next to Russia. So I want to just see how things are going in this area. Hi, my name is Victor Bart and I'm on a 3-week trip with my JIMNY in Scandinavia. Hey, the tank from the North Cape. They stayed here in the hotel. On the road to the border I didn't see any police or military yet, so I think it will be a calm border. It's now 700 meters where I will go left and up to the eastern point of Norway. So if I continue on this road I will be at the border. So this is the border. It looks empty. Let's explore this road. I heard it must be a very nice road to drive. So it's a little village here. This is probably the church. I'm not the only tourist on this road, and this road is pretty bumpy. Nice little lake here. I think I wouldn't like to be in like this little shed here with all the rocks above you. North Russian border, restricted area, 500 meter info. So here's the information point. I'm gonna read the rules. Norwegian Russian border area. It's prohibited to cross the border by land, water and air, to make contact across the border, so probably also no waving. At least it's allowed to have a camera in this area. I see some sensor towers, so they probably monitor this area quite well. As you can see on the map, I'm now pretty close to Russia. The road disappeared, so we are now on a gravel road. Even in this remote place people live. The national border is located in the water. It's illegal to cross the border between Norway and Russia. This area is under surveillance. Norway, Russia. Norway, Russia. So don't go fishing or swimming or crossing the river, because if you want you can just walk to the other side. And the yellow pole is the border marker of Norway, so we stay on this side, and the green and red one on the other side is the border post in Russia. But the border line is in the middle of the river. So Norway, Russia. But as you can see, it's just one big mountain and trees. And there's probably like a surface road for the border patrols, but no fences, no cage, no checkpoints. And on the Norwegian side you have also like a big mountain and some houses. So yeah, I think both borders are pretty secure in terms of an invasion to each other side on this spot, because you cannot go over there so easily. Also, that mountain isn't really easable, climbable. The world is strange, because they put a line on the map and then it divides like Mother Earth in pieces. So on the Norwegian side, people grew up way different than on the Russian side, and that's because of the line. So if the line wasn't there, they would probably way more be like blend in and the same, because we are all people on this world. But that line just makes it so different. And then you have border disputes and wars and troubles in the world. Even the Dutch and the Germans have a border dispute over where the line is. The stupid line that divides the world. It's stupid. I mean, the Dutch and the Germans cannot agree where the line is, like up north in the water. I think the Dutch say it's in the middle, and the Germans say no, it's more to your side. So they have more. But at least we don't fight over it. But you cannot say that for every country. But it's so silent here. And I see a watchtower in the background and monitoring towers. So I'm probably being watched, and they think, what is that stupid guy doing with his little Suzuki and his camera, walking around and saying things into the camera. Strange world we live in. Grense Jakobselv. They even built a church here at the end of the world. So this is the end of this little road, and you have a place where you can camp. I'm now on the most northeastern part of Norway, so behind there is Russia, and I'm on a beach. So the first real sand beach of this trip, and look how nice it looks here. And the last hour I spent talking with two Norwegian soldiers that are patrolling this area, and asked them about this area and about their lives, and just a really nice chat. And there was also like someone on his bike, like a free spirit old German. His name was Gunther, and he had also some interesting views on life, so we also chatted a bit with him. And I really loved meeting the people here on the road. I think that is, for me, the most important thing about the travel, that you meet the people and enjoy that. But I don't want to put the camera in people's faces, so I don't film those encounters. I just experience it. I cannot go further in this corner of the world. It's time to go south now. The north of Norway will always be in my heart, and I will come back to explore it more in the future. It's a few hours later now, but here is Finland! Here becomes the road and dirt track. Awesome. The fastest route through Finland to Sweden is over this 45-kilometer dirt road. So yeah, let's have some fun with JIMNY. Fun is over, we are on tarmac again. Let's find a place for the night. I think I found my little camping spot. This is perfect. And the ground here is pretty solid. So yeah, let's call it a night here. Still not getting dark here, and I'm baking dinner now, and I put my little red light up here because it doesn't attract mosquitoes, because there are like a few of them, but not too much, so it's doable. So I don't gonna put lights up in the JIMNY itself. So yeah, see you in the morning. Oh, that's why I have cold feet now. I started up the engine, so let's warm up. It's now 5:45 in the morning here in Finland, but it is 4:45 in the morning in Norway because they have an hour difference. It's now 4 degrees outside, so it's really cold. I didn't expect that because in the North Cape it was warm and in Norway it was warm, and now the temperature dropped. Yeah, we're gonna drive. I'm now aan het klappertanden. That's a Dutch saying about that's really cold. This is my little logbook. Every time when I start driving, I write down the kilometers, and also when I'm fueling up, I'm writing down the kilometers and how much fuel I put in. And I made a calculation about how fuel efficient it was. On the German highway, 1 liter for 10 kilometers. On the Norwegian road, I got like more 111.5, 112, depending on how fast I went. And then I also need to look up where I am, so I can also put a location by it, so I can see how it works. I also use polar steps to have the route, and I shared it only with some friends and my parents, so that won't go public. But at least if I go missing, they can use polar steps to see where I am. So that helps in rescue situations. So far I did 4,766 kilometers on this trip. If you like to follow my journey, please subscribe and like this video.